But again, Arrogfire, he of course recently came back at the start of the year to full competitive form. We haven't seen much of Arrogfire in quite some time, as he doesn't really compete in too many online tournaments, doesn't really compete in too many online events. But we're jumping in. We are going to be jumping in here. It's great to see more of Arrogfire. Of course, recently is now teamless. Of course, there was some controversy regarding Alien Esports, and a lot of their players have since left, but now we are jumping into game number 1. Oh boy, what have we found ourselves into? What have we gotten ourselves into? Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have our German Zerg player. We're back. We did it. we convinced him, Papi, to play some Zerg for at least one game, because there's no other Zergs in the tournament. We gotta get at least some of it. It is Jumy, the streamer Zerg. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, the French Terran. It is Arrogfire. Here we go. Yes, double random. For those that are curious, specifically for game 1. So game 1, double random here between Jumy and Arrogfire. We've landed on Terran and on Zerg, and Jumy opens up pool first. Let's go. Pool first opener here out of Jumy. Now we have, of course, we have featured Jumy Zerg in the past. We already did do so earlier against Patches, but Arrogfire, I've never seen his Terran. I don't know what his Terran looks like. I don't know what kind of form his Terran is in. Let's go. Let us go. So we have our TVZ. Again, featuring as much Zerg as we can today. Let's go. Let's go. With the Jumy random. Now, we saw Jumy incorporate, or we saw him showcase his ZVT earlier in the broadcast when it comes to his Roach play. To be fair, he was up against Mech, which does force out Roach-based aggression. We'll see if Jumy plays Roaches again. Based on the pool first opener, he should. This should be initially 6 slings into gases into a Roach Warren, I would imagine, here out of Jumy, as he's yet to take his gases, yet to really invest into his tech. Lings are moving out across the map. Meanwhile, Arrogfire going for a second Rax hit. We're just clowning. Second Rax hidden further back of the main. Getting ready for what looks to be a 2-on-1, maybe even a 3 Rax. Maybe even more than that. So Arrogfire is being cheeky. Is being cheeky. Lings, they move in. They move in, they lay the CC. Reapers across the map, out of position. So far, so good. Yeah, Lings, they're getting a lot done. They lay the command center. They're poking away at the reactor as well, taking a lot of damage, forcing boys to be pulled to repair. And it looks like it is a 2-on-1. Okay, so two Raxes at 1 factory as well. 2-on-1 setup. Meanwhile, can he force a cancel? Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, massive damage here on the CC. He ignores the Reapers. Reaper does disrupt, but there it is as a cancellation. Massive pickup. Ay, ay, ay. Does cancel. Oh no! Gets canceled the CC, gets around on the Reaper. Brutal pickups. And Jumy even coming in for a full scout. He will confirm the factory, and he will confirm the second Rax as well. Massive scout. That should not have happened. As Jumy sees everything. And back at home, how does he respond? I mean, again, he's aware of the 2-on-1, so instant Evo Chamber for instant +1 carapace. So far, a good response, a clean response here out of Jumy. He's droning, he's saturating, now taking his gases. Fun fact, he's going to be going +1 carapace before even Link Speed. Link Speed has not even been researched because the gases are so late. Oh, and that makes more sense. We're not getting Link Speed, or we're not getting carapace, we're going into Roaches defensively instead. Again, typically, we're still getting Link Speed, don't get me wrong. Okay. So still Link Speed, but we have a safety Roach Warren here from Jumy. Again, very safe play from him. It should be quite secure against the 2-on-1. And we'll see how committed Arrogfire is going to be. Remember, this isn't just a 2-on-1. This is a delayed expansion, so he may be tempted to even commit. It's a rare sight to see the boys being pulled in this matchup, but there are definitely some uses for it. There we go, Carapace on the way. Carapace is the upgrade you do want against something like a 2-on-1. The reasoning for this is because you do know that it's going to be a very heavy bio composition, and the armor, the Carapace upgrade applies to every single attack, every single hit from the Marines. Because the Marines' rate of fire is quite high, then something like Carapace or defense upgrades are that much more valuable here for you. This carapace is going to be on the way. Jumy for now joining up, saturating his bases. He's got 2 gases here at the natural. Saturating his 3rd. And he is building up his roaches. Likewise, carapace is also a good way to transition into Ling Bane. Again, just to have a more seamless setup coming into the mid game. Assuming we get there. Here comes that double medevac drop. Arrogfire, he does move out. And we'll see if Jumy can keep up. We shall see. As Jumy, he has amassed 8 roaches. So 6 queens. He does have enough to defend. Meanwhile, Arrogfire drops off here outside of the 3rd. Sims in. Clears up some creep. And he will trade. He picks off 1 roach. Drops into the main. Queen's trying to keep up. Trying to keep up. So far, so good. They do keep up. New force back Arrogfire. Behind this, Arrogfire getting to the mid game. Continuing with drop play though. Still reinforcing across the map. Arrogfire not slowing down. Slow down. Jumy so far still keeping up. At least for now. Roach speed has just begun, but the army is quite immobile here for Jumy. As he's distracted, we have a drop into the main. But queens are in position. Wooden mines do unload. How good are the shots going to be? Oh, going for the queens. Ooh, targeting on the drones even. 6 drones going down. Very nice damage. Getting up to 8. 8 workers do fall. Plus Arrogfire pulling away. Does pull away, does pull out. Likewise, Jumy now re-droning. Jumy, he doesn't have the best economy to begin with here. We should be getting a 4th base soon. But he is investing into those upgrades, getting into 1-2 upgrades here. Plus on range, plus 3 carapace, roach speed almost done. And soon, Jumy, he can just build up his army and commit. He's getting a 4th expansion, but he may choose not to drone. He has options. Jumy, he does have options. Now, oh, good. Medevacs are so low. Speaking of, Medevacs also under fire here in the main. Queens, they fail to transfuse. 1 queen goes down. 1 queen picked up. Arrogfire still moving in. Boosting in towards that 3rd. Does attempt to boost in. Jumy still not droning, still not saturating. There we go, 7 drones now on the way. Infestation bit. Jumy, he's building up towards a longer game state, towards Roach Ravager into, what looks to be Hydra Lurker. Okay. I assumed with Link Speed finishing up, he would go into Ling Bane, but no, that is not the case. So he avoids Ling Bane. Now working towards Hydra Lurker. Arrogfire securing his 3rd. Jumy getting heavily supply blocked here. 6 overlords on the way. And Arrogfire, he races back home. He's setting up to 9 overlords. Aye. So a hefty supply block. And Jumy, he is working towards lurkers. Building up towards his lunkers. He attempts to move in. At the same time, the Liberator does pop off. 6 drones going to be going down. Very nice damage. Getting up to 6. Arrogfire, he's recovering. Again, Jumy, his economy isn't ideal. As the Liberator still pops off. Picks up a queen. More drone damage. Getting up to 8 workers. As Jumy stuck defending. Stuck trying to keep up. Back home, trying to keep up, trying to rotate. As he's building up his Hydra counts. Meanwhile, Arrogfire likewise just fortifying himself here back at home. We have more tanks, liberators, the bio armies likewise also accumulating. Despite the rough start, Arrogfire, he's holding his own. Meanwhile, likewise, Jumy is keeping up. Keeping up with the drops. Rogers are left in position. The drop gets shut down. So that's a good. Jumy looking solid. Takes down the medevac. Arrogfire likewise amassing his army. Lurker production has begun for Jumy. He's getting to his lunkers. He's getting there. As Arrogfire is moving in. The armies, they do pass by each other. Yeah, Lurker's coming in for a flank. One Lurker goes down, but two do borrow. They being first down. Down to two Lurkers, down to one. And Jumy said he gets caught out. Arrogfire takes the supply lead. Now he's moving in. And Jumy is not ready for this. Where are the Lurkers? He only has one. And one Lurker is not going to be enough. And the army stems in. Tanks, they siege up. And Jumy gets caught with his pants down. He was not ready for this. Vipers have no energy. Infestor likewise as well. There are a couple of Lurkers here that are now moving forward. A decent fungal. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not anymore. Arrogfire just right down mid. Again, despite the strong start from Jumy. Wasn't quite able to take full advantage of it. Wasn't quite able to drone up. Wasn't able to max out. Jumy coming in from behind. Up. I'll pick up. Big up, saves the player, pulls away. There's two Lurkers left, sorry, three Lurkers left. And Arrogfire, he can just keep going. He can just keep pushing. As again, Jumy's down to three Lurkers and barely any support. So Arrogfire, he rotates. He is setting up. Likewise, Jumy going for a massive link counterattack, and he's doing whatever he can to try to force Arrogfire back home. And he does force him home for a moment. Lings, they catch reinforcements. Remember, these are +1 Lings, they're lacking upgrades. Here, they're being cleaned up. Arrogfire, he rotates. Now, Jumy's got a decent Lurker count. He's up to how many? Up to 9. He's got 9 Lurkers. Goes for a Lurker run by. Jumy pushing right down the right hand side. He will siege up Jumy, not quite where he needs to be. The Lurker is dealt with. This base is gonna fall. Oh god. Yeah, Jumy can't, he just can't push in. He cannot move in. Not like this. Not like this. As liberation has arrived, there's just too much freedom. Too much freedom here with the army. Jumy, he is massing up a larger Lurker count. Now, with a large enough Lurker count, he can hold the line. And he can try to slow the game down and buy some time and eventually max out himself. Especially if there are no ghosts. Like, the big concern here for Arrogfire, Jumy, he's been playing with Lurkers for a couple of minutes at this point and still no ghosts. There is a Ghost Academy, but no ghost production. Nice wink. Gets one. Gets two. Oh my god. Tank gets away. Again, the bio army cannot move into this. Too many Lurkers. Arrogfire is up 60 supply. It's up 60 supply at this point. Shooting over. He'll be the first to siege up. Lurkers will be borrowing massive fungals. Yeah, fungals, they pop up Lurkers, they shut down the bio army. Yeah, massive loss here for Arrogfire. He plummets in supply. Remember, he was up, what, 40 supply? And he will lose everything. He will lose everything here. The army just melts. Arrogfire, he overextended. And saying that he barely still wins the fight. Oh my god. I mean, that was the best fight that Jumy could have hoped for. To be honest, like, that was the best fight he could have hoped for. He caught the army mostly on siege. He got a massive fungal. Lurkers go within range. It was the best fight, but still not enough. As Arrogfire, he still has a better economy, taking more bases. He still maintains an army. Ghosts now have arrived. Here comes a fungal. Oh wait, no, not quite. No energy. No fungal. As ghosts are getting picked off. A couple of ghosts go down. Jumy at this point still trying to go into Ling Hydra. Morphing in whatever lurkers he can. Arrogfire getting to 3-3 upgrades, better economy. Has to respect the lurkers though, because once again we're building up a high lurker count, and you can't just aim move into them, as we saw. That can be the death of the army, even if you're up in supply. Slinging a hit top right. SCV is going to be going down. Likewise, no scan available. Yeah, no scans, limited orbitals. Arrogfire, he has to pull away. Once again, Arrogfire, he's down to 0 ghosts, 0 liberators. He's just stuck with this more mid-tier army that would go 2 ghosts now on the way. But without ghosts live, this army, it's quite fragile. Looks to move in. Nice biting clouds. Covering the tanks. The base should fall. Nice pick off. Arrogfire takes down one of the expansions, snipes one of the Vipers. Velocity will still lead out all those tanks. Jumy, he's fighting back. Oh, good. Nice spread though, nice arc. Last running out of scans. Arrogfire forced to pull away. Let's pull back. Oh, the tank goes down. Ghost production now has begun. Has restarted. I like how that one active tumor that was left alone has like progressed to this point. It's the one tumor. Let's go. Still very tense. We have 9 more lurkers in production. And at this point, I feel like Arrogfire is also a little bit too much momentum. It's also too much against one lurker. Good gets a second. He's an abduction here on those ghosts. One ghost goes down. So Arrogfire, he attempts to snipe. Building up more ghosts. I still favor Arrogfire, but like we're fighting on a knife edge right now. Like very much so. Based on some of these engagements from the Terran, Jumy has been able to catch him off guard. Speaking of, he does have on the army, and he doesn't kite back. Yeah, Arrogfire, he'll lose everything. Everything just melts. Didn't react, didn't respect the lurkers, and then waddling in. Jumy, he's doing it. Oh my god. Pushing into tank range. Yeah, messy push here from Jumy. Does get into the mineral lines. SCV's going to be going down, catching reinforcements as well. And for the first time in like 10 minutes, Jumy, he's up in supply. He's getting there. Oh my god. They're trying to at least. Forcing his way forward. He's bleeding out lurkers. Lurkers are going down. Down to 2 lurkers. Down to 1. 1 lurker remaining. Oof. Ghost does fall. And Jumy, he's so close to breaking Arrogfire. He's so close. Gets a fungal. Fungal goes off. Lurkers slowly pushing in. And again, Jumy, he has done it. At this point, he has done it. He has broken Arrogfire's back. A very intense back and forth. Jumy had a stronger early game, and then Arrogfire, he brought it back in the mid game. But again, it took a long time for Arrogfire to actually start making ghosts. He got punished for it. Even though he was up in supply for so long, GG gets called, and Jumy, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Jumy will take a lead in the series. And we'll see how this series concludes, if at all, as we're getting ready for game number 2. Here we go. We are now getting to our next game. We're getting into game number 2, and I believe coming into game 2, we should be switching to our main races. I believe Arrogfire and Jumy, they're going to be switching into their main races here for that second game. And yeah, even Jumy, he's saying like, yo, he had me, right? I'm like, yeah. Like, Arrogfire did have him. Jumy's like, I couldn't kill him because of how he tried to kill me. I couldn't do it. Aye. Here we go. We're getting into game number 2, and we'll see if Jumy can keep this up. We'll see if Arrogfire can bounce back. As game 2 is going to be on Amygdala. Okay, we're good. They were playing around with their races, but no, we're good. We're committing here. It's going to be a PvP. So we had some fun in game number 1, but now it's time to lock in coming into game number 2. For those that are maybe unfamiliar with some of our players, Jumy and Arrogfire, they are Protoss players. They are main race Protoss. Here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner. In the top right-hand corner here of Amygdala, we have the German Protoss player. We have the green Protoss representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the French Protoss player, the red Protoss. Currently teamless, it is Arrogfire. No off-racing this time. Not yet. I mean, we just got there in game 1. Maybe in the ace match. We'll see if we can get there. Again, the pressure is going to be on Arrogfire, but welcome one and all to Amygdala. Amygdala being one of the larger maps in the tournament map pool. Again, especially now that we've gotten rid of Nearby the Square, Abyssal Reef, and King's Cove, that is where Amygdala does step in as one of the larger maps. And we'll see how our players will approach this. Because it's so large, we often do see longer and later games, but... oh. God damn it. True. Ace match, TVT. Let's go. And you can only make 1 Rax. Only 1 Rax. Only mech. Oh god. Not like this. So we are going to be stepping in. So again, initially 2-gate opener out of Jumy. Likewise, a 2-gate opener out of Arrogfire as well. Mirrored builds for the time being. We were getting at the map itself and how it can be difficult at times to be aggressive and assertive on Amygdala. Of course, when it comes to PvP, that can change when it comes to proxies because of the warping mechanic. Sometimes the size of the map doesn't matter as much, but we'll see. We'll see how our players will approach this. So far, mirrored builds. So far, standard openers. No probe on the map, no proxy. We see Arrogfire, he's scouting the main base of Jumy. Jumy, no SCV scout, or I should say, no probe scout. No probe scout out of Jumy whatsoever, but he will hide his second pylon. So, hidden second pylon here for Jumy. Arrogfire, he is aware the pylon is missing. And it's going to be on Arrogfire to confirm and to find its location. Back at home, Stargate opener out of our red Protoss. Oh! On patrol here at the natural. He does call his bluff. Does not see the pylon. But the sentry is revealed. And with that, Arrogfire should be feeling pretty confident. Yep, now he expands, moving out with his initial adepts. Remember, it's double adept opener out of Arrogfire. Meanwhile, Jumy going sentry into expansion. Oh, sorry, Jumy going sentry stalker into expansion. So Jumy, he will take the faster natural base. Meanwhile, Arrogfire, he has the faster tech. And of course, with the Stargate opener, he can go into the Oracle. He can go into early game economic damage. He can try to wreak havoc and try to pull Jumy apart. As for the time being, Jumy's in the dark. He does move out with the hallucination. Adepts are moving in, and Jumy, he's keeping up. Zones back the adepts. Does wall off here on top of the ramp. And again, the hallucination should be able to confirm the tech of choice and allow Jumy to prepare for the Oracle. There it is, there's the scouts. Does confirm the Stargate, does confirm the Twilight Council as well. Jumy is aware. And back at him, shield battery gets thrown down, but is this shield battery too late? Is it going to be done in time? So Oracle dives in. Army's in position. Does zone. Adepts, they do shade into the main. Ooh, that should not have happened. Yeah, Havoc is being wreaked. 4 probes going to be going down. The Oracle will get away. And so far, 6 probe kills. Very nice damage here from Arrogfire. Get 6 workers. We'll lose 2 adepts. That was definitely worth it. Second Oracle's moving in. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. And Jumy is being pulled apart. Jumy, can he stabilize? As this time he's ready here at the natural. 2 Stalkers in the main. Yeah, this time there's no adepts. This time there's no distraction. And Jumy does keep up. Whew, okay. So Jumy, he deflects for the time being, but bearing in mind these Oracles are still alive, they can always threaten the bases, they can always dive back in, and shield batteries are not enough to stop them. And Arrogfire throws down a 3rd gateway. So he throws down another gateway, we'll have extra warp-ins. So he does look to move out. Arrogfire claiming his 3rd. Does rush into a faster 3rd. Oracles are deflected, and alas, we do have the stasis traps. Jumy yet to expand. He's yet to expand, going for his own 3rd gateway into a forge alongside it into +1. Jumy, his base is going to be delayed as he just can't quite get in. Oracles, they get 4 probes. 4 workers going down. Stasis goes off. Jumy just fighting for his own 3rd. We'll finally claim it. Claim the 3rd base. From here, we're settling in, we're calming down. But for the most part, Arrogfire, he has a faster expansion, he has map control with the Oracles, he is in a slightly better position in some aspects. I will say that Jumy's big advantage, of course, are the upgrades. +1. +1 is halfway done at this point. It's halfway done. Now going for the Dark Shrine as well. So Jumy, he has some tech to work with. Meanwhile, Arrogfire moving in. He is up on Stalkers. Picks off 1. Oh, barely not. Stalker will survive. His control so far. Sentry goes down. He gets 1. Going for the other. Barely does. Nice snipes on the sentries. Stasis traps are amassing. And while Arrogfire, while he distracts here at the 3rd base, we have double Oracle into the main. Jumy is in position, somewhat. Despite that, probes are still full. Getting 4 or 5. Oh my god, 6 probes. 6 probes go down, checking his vision. He did, or Arrogfire, he did scout. Did get eyes on the Dark Shrine. He knows. He is somewhat aware of what's going on. Behind this Arrogfire, he does not have a robo, but he does have revelations. I'm concerned that even though he got into the main base, it didn't quite click on what was happening. Didn't recognize what was going on. Robo is now on the way. Has shield battery putting in a lot of work. Jumy, he's holding on. Jumy is holding. Robo is in production. Oracle races back home. This tells us that, for the most part, I'm assuming he is aware. As we have a stasis trap, but alas, the Oracle does move out. not staying at home. DTs, they're waddling in. There's no cannons. There is no detection. There is a robo, of course. DTs are waddling forward. They get into the middle lines. No observer yet. Arrogfire moving in. Shield Barrier's out of NG, and there we go. DTs, they hit the bases. Yeah, probes are going down. DT in the main, the third base, and the natural. Observer is on the way. But this is still a lot of damage. This is the first revelation. There's the observer. Observer does pop. DT sniping some Artosis pylons. Nice pickups. And this forces Arrogfire all the way back home. And that's all that Jumy wanted. He just wanted some kind of breathing room. And he has it. Jumy, he now takes a worker lead. He's on 3 bases. He's still down in expansion, true, but now he can finally expand himself, as he was contained the entire time. So a very successful DT counterattack. It didn't kill Arrogfire, but it did allow Jumy to force him to back off. And now Jumy is up in workers, claiming zone 4th. And remember the upgrades, +2. +2 is on the way for Jumy. It's almost done, so he will have that upgrade advantage. He'll have that upgrade lead. +2 has... Oh, just starting. Or are they just starting here for Arrogfire? Getting to his own +2 upgrades. As Arrogfire is still enjoying a greater army. He has 14 zealots. That's a lot of zealots. 14 charge lots. Jumy, he has also been teching up. Checking his tech, by the way. He morphs in his Dark Templar into Archons. So he's got 3 Archons to his name. The Bay is on the way. This should be for Disruptors, but can be for Colossus as well. I mean, typically Colossus are an alternate way to get splash damage outside of just Archons. Disruptors can gain more value. Oh, stays on massive connection. Jumy didn't quite notice. Blinks in, gets punished. Stasis goes off. Arrogfire getting in position. He wants those stalkers. He wants this army. Stasis is about to run out. Arrogfire getting in position. Yes, surrounding the army. Does come in. Archon's able support. Link is still on cooldown. Oh god, and so many stalkers go down. Ay, ay, ay. But Jumy, the Archons, they put in a lot of work. They shut down all the Zealots. The Zealots, they melt. He trades the stalkers for the Zealots. Jumy does hold. And we have the answer. It is going to be Disruptors, not Colossus. So Disruptors are on the way. I mean, Disruptors, they are kind of the end-all be-all of mid-game PvP. They allow you to recover. Even if you're down 20, 30 army supply, you can still bounce back with some solid Novas. And this is something that Arrogfire doesn't have himself. Arrogfire just going into a more traditional composition, into Immortals, Archons, Charge Lots, being Stalkers, but still no Disruptors, or even rush into Sky Toss. There's no further tech. Now, Arrogfire, he can still pull this off. The Disruptor count is still in its infancy here for Jumy. He doesn't really have many Disruptors. He's got 1, soon to be 2. So with the Disruptor count being this low, Arrogfire, he can still pull this off. Disruptor is revealed. Now he knows what's his answer. Does he go into his own Bay? Does he go into his own Phoenix production? How does he respond? Or does he respond? +3 is going to be the next big timing hit for Jumy. Getting to +3. Second robo is done. Now making 2 Disruptors at a time. That's going to be a lot of Disruptors, a lot of balls, a lot of Novas. DT's a hit bottom right. Arrogfire, he's still just sticking with his army composition. Bold move. Nova goes off. Up! Takes down a decent chunk of Zealots. Bit of friendly fire. But overall, a better trade for Jumy. As more Nova's going to be going off. Better connections. Does send the army away. Arrogfire diving in. Getting 1 Disruptor so far. He gets 1, he gets 2. Oof. Nova does connect towards the end. And Arrogfire, he tries to commit in. It did catch the Disruptors. It's going to be all or nothing here. Archons are breaking through. Zelce coming to reinforce. Here comes the Nova. Does go down. The Nova is denied. And Arrogfire, has he done it? It's still so close. Bleeds out all of his Archons. He's down to 2 Immortals, and barely it is not going to be enough. Jumy holds. Jumy, he holds on. Morphing in more Archons. Likewise, Arrogfire just committing to more Zealots. He is aware of top left. He is aware of the base. He's ignoring it. Jumy does have that upgrade lead. Oh. The Nova is a little bit premature. Still building on more Disruptors. And right now, Jumy, he's heavily reliant on these Disruptors. He needs some good connections. Base goes down. Arrogfire, he has bottom right. As now both players have +3. Even on upgrades, there are going to be 4 Disruptors here for Jumy. First Nova goes off. Gets 1. Gets 1 Zealot so far. DT is bottom right. Does force a recall. Now you have the Bay on the way for Arrogfire. He's working towards his own Disruptors. He's getting there. He needs a little bit more time. Until then, I just still want to give the edge to Jumy just because of his army composition. Just because he has so much potential with those Disruptors. As Zelce go for the expansion, and they will get it, just barely. Nexus goes down. So despite Arrogfire being up 20 workers, he can't make use of that. Army rotates. Prism into the main. Uh-oh. Jumy, he does notice. He does notice, and he barely does not snipe. Those don't connect. Oh. This goes off. Zelce hit the natural. Archon is in position. Likewise, Zelce do hit the third. Likewise, Cannon in position as well. Jumy, he defends. He defends well back at home. Catches out the Oracle. Now breaking out. Arrogfire, now he has his own Disruptors. How many? It is going to be 2 to 9. Oh! Okay, that was going up. Bit of mismovement here from Arrogfire. Yeah, mispathing is out of position. Immortal's going down. Yeah, messy fight here. Zelce from behind. Zelce try to engage. That was again 2 Immortals for free. Once again, Arrogfire looking in. Oh, okay, I misspoke. I thought it was coming in for a flank, but the Disruptor goes down. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. Ooh, nice pick off. Gets 1, but alas, Arrogfire is out of position. He's out of position. The base is going to go down. Jumy with the rotation, just catching Arrogfire with his pants down here. At the same time, goes for a Zealot counterattack. There are cannons to buy time. There he goes off. Ooh, no connection. Grazing the Stalkers, but overall, Jumy, he does take this fight. Back at home, DTs, they defend. Oh my god. Yeah, DTs, they defend. Meanwhile, Disruptors, they attack. Massive connections. Arrogfire, he just barely cannot keep up here. As he will lose another expansion. He loses the southern base. Now bottom right as well. Oh, Disruptors are exposed. Let's say pop up. They pop off, they zone away. Oh god, jeez, that's me do get a bit of friendly fire. Jumy takes down his own Archon. Better connection. Base goes down, and Jumy just has to get the hell out of here. Just has to retreat. Leaves out another Archon. Another Archon goes down, and Jumy just consolidating his forces here at the gold. Bearing in mind, he has a gold base. He has a boosted economy. And Arrogfire, he still has potential. Like, I never want to count a player out when I have all these Disruptors, right? Arrogfire, he's got what? He's got 4. 4 Disruptors. There is a chance. There is a chance. But he needs these Novas to connect. And even then, that's a lot of Archons. Nova does graze the army. Jumy moving in. Oh! Gets stopped barely, does not get a disruptor. Not quite. Tenacious goes off. Catches some of these disruptors, not bad. Oh, the Novas are still brutal though. And Jumy, he just takes down another base. Once again, Arrogfire out of position. He's racing back home, but it's too late. The base goes down. Arrogfire stuck on 4 bases. I say stuck on 4, stuck on 3 bases. And he's just been outscaled. He's at least denying some mining time. Jumy responds. Let's try to respond. Oh, first to shoot. And over as they pop off. Oh, catching out cells, catching out disruptors. And it's looking more and more bleak here for Arrogfire. And yes, disruptors, they have potential to gain value and to like exceed your otherwise supply limitations, but not like this, not with this much of a deficit. Oh god, god, god. And I guess what I'm saying is more applicable to Jumy here, as Novas they pop off. GG gets called, and Jumy will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played, Jumy. He will claim the series, he will advance on. Congratulations, my condolences here to Arrogfire, as he did play well, and it was a chaotic series, especially with the random versus random in game 1. There was a lot of chaos, a lot going on, but Jumy, he will make it through. Jumy, he will make it through, and now we have our semifinals ready for us. We're heading over to the American server. Let's catch up on the brackets. Exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look back yourselves.